Azzi Fudd was selected number 1 in the WNBA draft. And you could see right here, I'm trying to make this bigger if possible, or maybe it won't be. But she's selected number 1 in the WNBA draft, and her first name has the 26 right there. And this is the 26 WNBA draft, okay? So they're really trying to make the WNBA bigger, I think. We'll see what kind of star she develops into as we can see what they've done with Caitlin Clark and also Angel Reese. And a lot of the Angel Reese stuff, a lot of her popularity and a lot of her news, it seems like a little of it is about basketball. But Caitlin Clark seems to be an amazing on the court star. So, those characters are synced up. We'll see if Azzi Fudd, we'll see what she brings to the table as the Dallas Wings selector. She joins Paige Bueckers in Dallas, who is her former teammate. They both played for UConn. And again, Paige Bueckers has that Kamala Harris birthday right there. So, we'll see. Look at Dallas. They were terrible last year. 10-34. Look, 13th in the Western Conference. Absolutely hideous with 10 victories, 34 losses. This is her full name right here. She syncs up rather nicely with basketball at 185 and 68 in the language. You see right there? 68 keeps popping up. And, that's a big deal because Africa Bambaataa, he just died at age 68. And I've showed how a lot of basketball decodes where he connects to Joel Embiid, who was born in Africa. He has an appendectomy, and his status for the postseason in doubt. Kanye West was trending recently. That was connected to basketball. His birthday is June 8th, which is 6/8. And now we get Azzi Fudd with her full name equaling 68. Here's that. I was trying to talk and do this at the same time. I was going to pull up the damn video. I can't remember if it was on the fly or not. I don't think it was on the fly. Africa Bambaataa. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it might have been on the fly. I don't know. Or I didn't save it, but oh, and Azzi's got the A like African as well. I thought I did slides on that. Here he is right here. Dead at age 68. Right? Okay. So yeah, you got the A again right there. This stuff completely with the language. What is the, and Azzi Jaslyn Fudd, she's got Jazz in her middle name. That kind of connects to the NBA with the Utah Jazz. She's age 23, born in Arlington County, Virginia. She played college basketball again for the UConn Huskies. Is Fudd a word? Let's see. It's interesting, right? Derogatory slang in the American gun community for a hunter or gun owner who supports gun control. That's interesting. For modern semi-automatic rifles, black guns, while believing their own hunting rifles or shotguns should be exempt. That's interesting how it says black right there. Oh, look, Elmer Fudd. Oh, okay. Elmer Fudd had the gun, huh? The cartoon. That's interesting with the gun control stuff or whatever. That could be something possibly going on in the world right now, or maybe it's about to hit big. Elmer Fudd, that's interesting. I'm sure if we went down the line there would be some connections. Is there a debut date? We'll quickly just look at this real quick. See if it's April. No, July 17. But again, if you went down, you know, there might be some connections. I'm telling you, all of this stuff is with the language, okay? And you see her full name, Azzi. It might be Azzi. I don't know. I can't remember. Azzi. She played for St. John's High School, it looked like. John Donaldson just died, father of Queen Mary of Denmark, right? So this character is connected to St. John's High School. College, St. John's College High School. That's interesting. College High School. So Gucci Mane was allegedly kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint in a Dallas, Texas recording studio. And that's all trending with Pooh Shiesty, right? So you got Dallas right there with Gucci Mane. And you got the Dallas connection now with Azzi Fudd, drafted by Dallas. Interesting, right? And they do go on to draft her. I put this together before the draft ended. So the Dallas Wings, number one, Azzi Fudd. And look at it, it's 153 days after her November 11th birthday. And look at her birthday, the 315th day of the year. So you get 153 and 315. Another 35, Brittany Griner. That's interesting. Brittany Griner goes to the Connecticut Sun. She's age 35. And Azzi Fudd played for UConn in college, which is Connecticut, like the WNBA Connecticut Sun. Look at the 35 on her jersey. Fudd equals 35. And I show you the Kevin Durant 35 on the jersey. Suns equals 35 because Brittany Griner played for the Mercury as well. She got traded from Atlanta, or she signed with Connecticut. Her last team was Atlanta, but she was on the Phoenix Mercury, which is the WNBA team in Phoenix. And you got the NBA Phoenix Suns over there. So I show that 35 there, but that's amazing. You get that Connecticut connection there. As it said, she was set to sign with the Connecticut Sun, a free agent deal. I'm not sure on the follow up on that story, but I'm guessing it's all wrapped up now. Not sure, but it was trending, and I covered it. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to give you a simple decode again to keep showing you this stuff is scripted. Here's the WNBA article. Olivia Miles, I guess, went 2, and Awa Pham Thiam goes 3. That looks like, isn't that that looks similar to the guy's name that Brock Lesnar, I keep seeing Brock Lesnar supposed to wrestle somebody, or and that name looks like that name. Who's he wrestling? Let's see if it pops up. This guy right here, does that look like this name? Brock Lesnar is scheduled to face Oba Femi at WrestleMania. Oh, look, WrestleMania 42. Brittany Griner had 42 on her jersey. Look there. Look at that 42. And I think it was 42 days after her birthday that we get the news about the signing with Connecticut, if I remember correctly. But look, Oba Femi. Does that look like that name? Awa Pham. It might be similar. So that's interesting, right? So let me look at these two characters real quick. So I'm guessing this character went number 2. Let's see. She's got the glasses on. 5 on the jersey. Remember, Angel Reese has the 5 on her jersey, trending with her trade to Atlanta. Let's see. She's this character, Olivia Rose Miles, drafted number 2. She's got the January 29 birthday. So her birthday is just before the second month. She's drafted by the Minnesota Lynx. And let's look up the other character, Awa Pham. So this character goes number 3 to Seattle, it looks like. She's got the Kendrick Lamar birthday, June 17th. Spanish professional basketball player, drafted 3rd by the Seattle Storm of the Women's National Basketball Association. She's age 19, Spanish, S, the 19th letter, drafted by the Seattle Storm, SS, again the 19th letter. 6'4" center. Okay, so we'll have to see how these characters. Let me real quick see how many days after Olivia Miles' birthday was she drafted 2nd by the Minnesota Lynx. She's got the January 29. Let's go over here real quick before we get out of here. 129, and the draft was 413. So 74 days after her birthday, 75-day span. Okay, I'm not going to go do a whole breakdown on her, but there might be a 74 or 75 possibly connected with her. She's out of she played college for Notre Dame and the TCU Horned Frogs. So there could possibly be a connection there, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I was just trying to see if something would pop up easy. So Azzi or Azzi, however it's pronounced, Fudd. And again, hopefully her and Paige can improve on that 10-34 record for Dallas. Paige Bueckers' birthday is 2 days after Brittany Griner, with that Connecticut connection, as it looks like Brittany Griner going to the Connecticut Sun to sign. Okay, so it looks like she may have signed right there, but you get that Connecticut connection there. That's an interesting name with Azzi Fudd. Azzi Jaslyn Fudd here. So we'll see what happens with her, as she is the number 1 draft pick. I remember, I think it was like in high school. I think it was some of her high school games that they would like show on national TV. If I remember, it was like 2020 ish. 2020 ish. I remember watching a couple of games of hers. So it was meant to be for her to land in this spot, kind of like a lot of these professional athletes. But WNBA draft 2026 over. Azzi Fudd number 1, Olivia Miles 2, Awa Pham Thiam number 3. I'm assuming they put that in order. All right, I'll see you next time.